right, you know how I'm always trying to let you in on the emerging trends that are disrupting businesses around the globe. It's the whole purpose behind that off-the-tape series that I've been doing, and tonight I got another one for you. eHarmony is the private player behind one of the most well-known online dating sites in the business. Company's got 2 million marriages to claim after 15 years in the business. And there's plenty going on in this space today with the Tinders and what's not. Well, hey, I don't know. I'm married. Plus, eHarmony is branching out into some new categories to match people in. Like your next employer makes so much sense. So we got to check what kind of waves this could make through the industry. Now, earlier, I got a chance to catch up with Dr. Neil Clark Warren. He's the founder, chairman, and CEO. Take a look. Neil, this is a very exciting time for you because you really got two businesses going. You've got the business on how people should meet each other, right, but this other initiative that we haven't talked about, elevated careers. So many people are unhappy at their job. You're offering something for them.
I know. You know, 70% of all the people in America don't like the job they currently have. And, of course, that contributes to so much churn. Right. Everybody's in a job for a little while, and then they're not in the job. And they usually have to move from town to town. My wife's father went to MIT, very bright guy, and he moved 17 times while she was growing up. So a lot of people are going through that kind of displacement because they can't get to the right job.
All right, so what do the two have with each other? Having people meet each other that might be compatible and having a person try to figure out what they really want. Because in the case of the beginning of the two people in a marriage, say, that's consensual. But when you're looking for a job or trying to figure out a job, it's really up to someone else to give it to you, isn't it?
Well, it's really up to both of you. I mean, we have 4 things that we look for in trying to help a person find the right job. First of all, do they have a good culture fit with the company? Okay. You know, a company, you know this a lot better than I do. A company has a culture. Mm-hmm. And what do they stand for? What are they trying to obtain from doing the work? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, does the person have the right skills and aptitudes for the particular job they're applying for? And the third thing is, what's the personality fit like between the applicant and the supervisor? And the fourth thing is, you know, there are usually about 10 people around that supervisor, and you got to get along with them too, and you got to have a good personality fit. You have those 4 things, you'll stay at that job a long time.
See, to me, LinkedIn's valued at a very big amount, and I listen to what you're doing, and LinkedIn's great because you figure out how to network. But what good is it if you don't like where you're trying to network?
Well, we've said that, you know, we know a lot about matching people. We think we've had 2 million marriages. And of those 2 million marriages in the last 10 years, our divorce rate is 3.86%.
Versus the regular. Almost
up to
half.
45%.
Right.
Yeah. So we feel really good about that. We've worked really hard on matching people for marriage. We're just so excited about it. It's 10 times as hard to match people for a job as it is to match them for marriage.
All right. Now let me ask you about marriage. You know, we've had this kind of very bizarre hacking of this site, this Ashley Madison site. Yeah. Do you think that if you looked at the roles of there, you would find many people who are in eHarmony to start? No. No, because... Go ahead.
Because people from eHarmony are serious people. I mean, they wouldn't come to us. You know, they take a 250-item questionnaire. They pay a lot more money for us than you have to pay for Match.com or one of the other websites. So they're serious people. They like to get it right. They're not looking for you know, this kind of infidelity where they can be involved with somebody else. That's a Tinder kind of approach to life, and we don't think we have much overlap.
Right. And you've got better security, I trust. You've got ironclad cybersecurity for your questionnaire people.
So I asked our CTO the other day, tell me, do we have ironclad security? Right. And he said, we've done everything we know to do to keep security in our site, and we've got patches, we've got all the latest security, and we try our very best because we are so dedicated to our people. Right. But I'll tell you an interesting thing. Okay. That is, privacy is important, but you know, there are a lot of things about me that are kind of private that I wouldn't mind your knowing. I want to be that kind of person. I want to be the person who turned inside out, and you see me, you say, wow, I'm pretty proud to know that guy. See, I want to be that.
I think that's important. We're very dogmatic about this, but if you're on eHarmony, what you're willing to do is share with someone, ultimately. And if you don't tell the truth, then what good is it?
No, that's exactly true. I did a little bit of checking on your background, and I told you that I found things that were absolutely stunningly noble about you. I mean, I really like what your background. I really like your education. I really like what you did when you were going to Harvard. And no, I don't know if people know all those things about you.
My mom would have said it's don't get a swole head about what you've accomplished if you've accomplished it.
Look what you've accomplished.
Well,
but I told you also, and I wasn't just blowing smoke, and that is that I get more people talking to me about the times that I'm on your show with you than I do any other show.
Well, I'm thrilled for that. I think you've created a fabulous institution, and I think this job initiative is going to be gigantic because it's what people really want.
Well, can I tell you a business statistic? $80 billion market for the job thing, $4 billion market for the matching people for marriage.
Big. I like that. That's Dr. Neil Clark Warren, the founder and chairman and CEO. And I've got to tell you, this eHarmony, it's going to be very, very big when we start doing the job search. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.